Hello, once again, we're here to talk about another Bill Rebane collection. Me justifying why I bought this collection of films. I just realised I covered up what I'm looking at my face. There we go, so I know actually it's on camera. This collection, but mostly, we're going to be talking about this film, The Alpha Incident. Incident. The Alpha Incident. There we go. Use me words. I'll read the back of this. This is not a spoiler. I mean, I will always talk about spoilers if you care. Probably don't watch this video. It's another cheesy low-budget film. This is probably one of the better ones. That's not really saying much. Anyway. A space probe returns from Mars carrying a deadly organism that could destroy all life on Earth. While being transported across the country by train, the microorganism is accidentally released, resulting in the quarantine of an entire train station. Those trapped inside must wait for the government to find a cure while trying not to sleep, because that's when the organism strikes. Dun, dun, dun. It's just... It's one of those things where, like, at the start of it, they kind of define the rules, because it's almost like it's instant. It's like, oh, it should... Yeah, they test it on, like, animals, which don't approve of. Don't do that. But, then they're just like, nah, fuck it. It kills you at some point, eventually. Yeah. Like I said, I think this one is quite possibly the better of the ones so far in this collection. It's not saying much because the first two are pretty bad. These next two, you can at least tell there's some learning going on. They're at least a little bit better. It's cheesy. The main lead is played by Ralph Meeker as Charlie. Is kind of that meh. I mean, he's acting decent, but it's just like one of those things where it's kind of that just wet blanket of just a meh character. You're just like, I don't care. I don't care. Some of the characters are alright. Mostly the guy plays Hank. He's just country. I'm getting the voice wrong. I've listened to it again. I had it before, and I was like, I kept doing it in my commentary. I was just like, apparently someone he used to play a whole bunch of kind of these country bumpkin kind of characters and was typecast, but apparently it wasn't a lot of stuff. Like, sorry, I'm just gonna pull him back up again. So, he was in... apparently credited a whole bunch of stuff. What was the thing that... Escape from New York, that's the one. I was drunk. But... and he's also Manic Cop. It's just a whole lot of stuff. Mostly bit parts. But, I don't know, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I like it. Yeah. He's one of those characters I'm just like, yeah. That's cool. So he was fun. But yeah, the film just... oh, there we go. Sorry, I just looked at there's a few alternate titles. The Alien Incident and The Gift from Red Planet. Which, yeah. There we go. It's one of those ones where I was just like I said, so it starts off on a train. Our country bumpkin friend kind of... no, it doesn't start off on a train. Starts off with a bunch of scientists kind of talking about this. Bunch of characters no one gives a shit about because they're just... yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like random characters. You're like kind of unrelated to the story, and they kind of come back a little bit where they're trying to cure the virus, and I think it's... I guess later on established that... spoilers, they couldn't cure it. Or at least maybe they gave up. I'm just like, nah, fuck it. Yeah. So... and then he goes and gets on a train for some reason. I don't know why they Try to remember why they decided to put it on a train. Seems a little dumb. The one guy who's supposed to keep track of it, our main character, falls the fuck asleep, gets his keys stolen by a country bumpkin friend so he can check it out, and he gets affected. And it's just through stupidity that the thing gets out. And we mostly spend, I'd say, a good 2/3 of the movie. It's about half an hour film. It's about an hour. Just in this train station with a bunch of characters that aren't really well defined. None of them are really likable. There's literally like only one woman, and she's written very poorly. It's not really established what the hell's going on with her. She has a boyfriend, she doesn't have a boyfriend, she made it up. I don't know if she did made it up. There's one guy who's a little bit grapey. He tries to get with her. She kind of turns him down, but then also gets with him, or doesn't. I'm not really sure. They also use her for some, what's the term? Exploitation style kind of horror of just, let's just show this naked lady. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, okay, so yeah, one of the few female characters is written poorly. Like I said, it is the best one probably of the set, I think. It's the one that's the most coherent plot-wise, but it's still not very good. Like, I watched it on stream. It was serviceable, enjoyable just to watch. I don't know if I'd watch it again personally, but who knows? I mean, I bought the set. I'm gonna keep the set, obviously. I love me some movies. I may have too many films. Just here, there's not, again, I always put these on screen. I never had an advertisement. I always just talk about films, and I'm just like, I mean, if you want some really budget horror, this is a really good set for you. You love budget horror. This is good. This is a good budget horror. But yeah. It's just, I think it's just one of those things where it's like, the virus is never really that well defined of what it does. It's kind of just, you fall asleep, something happens, dead. I don't know. It's not well defined. It's not that great. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it because it's cheesy bullshit. But I don't... it's one of those things where I also just I kind of realise, like, most of it's a bit rubbish. So, there's that. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. Yeah, spoilers for the end. Pretty much everyone dies. And it kind of just ends on a shot of just the guy getting shot, and that's it. You're like, oh. Okay. I feel like this is very much an older film problem where they just kind of end a little too early. And I feel like it's not... Maybe it's just more of a modern thing where things need to be explained more in a film. I feel like that's a thing. But yeah. It's not great. But it is one of the better ones. Oh, anyway, I'm going to sign off and say live long and prosper. I'll see you next time for the Demons of Ludlow. I had to check then because I can't... brain. Anyway, bye.